Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have possibly the saddest movie ever, as some people say, but it's based on the saddest book ever called The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This is a 2014 film. It's over 11 years old. It is 2 hours and 8 minutes long, and it stars Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort, and this is a tragic romance, not in the vein of Romeo and Juliet, much more tragic and less impulsively stupid the way Romeo and Juliet were. So, by the way, don't take the end of Romeo and Juliet to have any correlation to what goes on in this movie. I'm just saying, just making that clear. No spoilers. If you haven't seen this, well, yeah, you're going to need a box of Kleenex. It's if you're all let's say have your heartstrings tugged at a romance that is destined not to last, only because those involved have cancer. At least Shailene Woodley, who plays Hazel Grace, she is. We see her from the very beginning. It's told with her voiceover. She narrates some of this fully from her point of view about living through most of her young life, a good portion of her young life, found at the age of 13. Well, she's 17 now, so maybe not most of her life, but half of her life almost with cancer. And the daily struggle and having to just wheel around what looks like her luggage constantly, her oxygen. The hoses hooked up to her nose and everything, and just trying to live a normal life, trying to just be a girl with parents who, at the same time, try to give her distance and are supportive, putting on that brave face at all times. Even when she's at the very beginning of the film, while she is wearing the respirator and wheeling around the oxygen, and she seems perfectly fine, other than not very happy, being accused of being depressed, and maybe they'll give her medications for that. She's just a girl with cancer, and that's not always the brightest thing. It's honest in the sense that not everything is just rainbows and puppy dogs at all times. So her mom, played by Laura Dern, and her dad, played by Sam Trammell, Sam Trammell, who played Sam on True Blood. And of course, Laura Dern, most of us know her from Jurassic Park, and she was also in Star Wars: The Last Jedi as a best friend of Princess Leia. So it's a small part, but anyway, they're the parents who are encouraging her to make friends, go to the special support group that kind of just lets people get together and talk about how they feel, and it's not working for her. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoil the entire film, but through this, she suddenly runs into a guy played by Ansel Elgort. His name's Augustus. Augustus is kind of got that edgy young rebel kind of look to him. He's funny. He's handsome. He's a little bit odd, and not afraid to speak his mind, often in ways that isn't necessarily rude, but he's not afraid of what people think of him. At least that's how it appears. And it appears that he has fallen in love, or at least is strongly smitten with Hazel Grace. So what starts is an obvious. We can't tell from this image, but the icon, the square for this movie. I can't say it. I don't know why I can't say the name. You can tell this is a romance, a young romance, and they bond over a common book that they exchange stories they like, and they have a chemistry, and you don't always get that really well in a lot of films. I think these two have a genuine chemistry. It really works out well, though it's not overstated. It's not erotic. It's not. It's just. It doesn't try to be anything more than it has to be. He's a little bit too charming for his own good, and she's a little bit cynical for her own good at the start, and they come closer. But they become closer. But there's always that shadow hanging over them. Is that we're not going to live forever. We're more than likely going to die young. One reason or another. And the only reason, well, you know what? I'm not going to say the details of that. There's certain elements here that, if I keep going, it'll take us down the path of spoiling things. But the two of them become close, and it takes them to travel almost halfway around the world as part of discovering who they are to each other, and at some point becoming incredibly disappointed. But that's another part of the story. There is a character I will not mention in here who unfortunately I spoiled myself when I looked at the IMDb as to who was playing this certain character. I'm not going to give that away. To me, it was a delight to see, and it's a character. It's a person that they both want to meet, and it was nice to see that actor in that role. I gotta hold myself back from saying anything else. But no, this is the kind of thing that if you're gonna watch this, it doesn't help to be cynical or it's meant to push specific buttons. It's love in the face of death, and just sort of dealing with everything that leads up to it, while still living, while still choosing to make a connection, and still looking for answers as to Hazel's main question regarding a book that she likes is that it sort of ends more quickly than she expected, and Augustus shares that sentiment, but she's concerned where the story ends before she gets what seems like a satisfactory resolution, which reflects upon her own life as a girl who is dying. So it becomes something that drives her, and does she get the answer she's looking for? Well, that's for you to find out by watching the film. I kind of was looking forward to and dreading this at the same time, because I know this book and this film looms large in the hearts of so many young women who probably bawled their eyes out in this, and young men. But normally I've heard when women talk about books, oh, what book did you really enjoy, or maybe not enjoyed, because it is the saddest ever, and it is tremendously sad. So if you're looking to go through just let the tears out and just want to let them go, this will be a wonderful prompt for you. So yeah, get those tears flowing, and don't be ashamed of them. It's something that, cancer or not, all of us have to deal with at some point in our lives, and it is something that it's well written, it's wonderfully performed, and it doesn't become. There's a tendency to become overly sentimental, to really just push out the drama and then try to give answers to everything, and it's kind of what she wants, what Hazel Grace wants. But it's part of the lesson that maybe we don't always get the answers we want, but we still seek them. And that's what this story is about. So I'm sure it's worth, it's about more than what I've just ascertained in watching it for the last 2 hours. I do these things the moment they end. The moment they end, I come out here, turn the lights on, and get the Pac-Man going, and I just... It doesn't make a noise. I don't have them set to make a noise. I just come out here, turn the lights on, press record, and you get a video. out of me. I don't get to ruminate on anything and just, what did that mean? So this is my off the cuff kind of review, and I do this with everything, except for the stuff I've obviously seen before, which I have a lot of thoughts on. So yeah, this is my first time seeing it. If you're looking for a romantic movie to share as a couple, or as people who are dealing with cancer or other ailments that cut things a little too short for some with a lot of life. So it can be painful to watch in some cases. So I can't say everybody needs to watch this. This is something that you only want to watch if you think you're prepared for it. So yeah, definitely give this a shot if you can handle it. But yeah, so that's all I really can tell you about this. It's I think it's a good film. I can't say that I watch it over and over and over again. It is difficult in some ways, but the performances make it easier. And I think the characters are thoughtful and thoughtfully worked out, and it's not just a pat ending to so much. So nope, I'll just finish. I'll just stop. Enjoy it. Give it a shot. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. We ramble on for 42 more minutes. 62 is our number. 62. Out of our selection of things here, 62 is, okay, this is probably a reality series, not a documentary, I don't think. I don't even remember putting this on here, because I usually pay attention to the stuff that, but I could be wrong. 62 is Find My Country House. This feels like something that would be on like the Home and Garden channel or something, or all those channels that people fix up houses in. I don't know. But we'll find out when we watch Find My Country House on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.